All right, welcome in episode 5, Papa's Playhouse podcast. We got the boys. Fortunately, a different host today. I'm Ethan. We have Alston,
Booby.
Caleb,
Hello.
and the special guest, Harley.
Hello.
So we're without Nick. He is celebrating his anniversary still. And
Happy 5 years, bud.
yeah,
Congratulations.
well deserved break. And then Zach.
We don't know where Zach is.
Zach.
He just ain't answering our phone calls. So
If I had to guess, I would say he is at a ham festival of some kind.
I checked the surrounding area and there is no ham festival, so I'm perplexed.
Is there a grease factory nearby?
We were with him exactly 1 hour ago.
Yes.
And he said, yeah, I'll see you in an hour.
See you.
It's extra disappointing because I went and bought him a gift. I bought him ham, and he doesn't get it now. Now it's just going to go to waste.
I said, would you guys want to meet a little before 3? Zach said, what we said, literally.
Yeah, so what we said.
And how long ago was this?
Less than an hour.
That stinks.
Less than an hour ago.
So the good thing about having 5 is whenever 1 or 2 drop, we still get to do it. But obviously we miss our brothers. So
Is the AC going to be like really loud?
I don't think so.
Okay.
yeah, usually the mics are pretty good.
And whenever the dogs were like losing it last time, we even said like, "Oh, let's pause because the dogs are losing it." Actually,
We couldn't
couldn't
hear.
hear the dogs.
So we should be good.
Yeah.
So how's everybody been?
I've been great. Just busy.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we've all been busy. So what's been going on with you?
What's going on with you, Caleb?
Not a whole lot, to be honest.
So are you not busy then?
I mean, busy with boring stuff, work, life. I don't know. So busy with nothing fun.
Is life boring for you?
Yeah. Is it not boring for you?
It's redundant. Yeah.
It's a little repetitive.
Yeah. Well, we had our dynasty draft. We've been playing, we've been talking that up. So we're definitely going to talk about that in this episode. We're also doing a heroes draft
Yes.
with only 4 of us. So following up the villains with the heroes. So you guys want to get right into that?
Sure.
Might as well. All right, let me get a random generator.
Oh, while you're doing that, maybe
Yeah.
Caleb can talk about our delicious drink that we're having.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Green Gatorade.
Yeah, it is Midori, which is like melon liqueur, and lime rum, and lemonade. And then I topped it off with a little bit of more lime sparkling water.
It's very good.
It's crisp and clean, refreshing.
Oh, I just noticed the cooked ham has water added. Maybe we could pour some of the ham water
Oh, man.
and we could call it the Z-Tone.
Oh,
Zach's special drink.
The Zach special.
that would be great.
So shout out to my man Wes. That intro hits every time, bro.
The intro is good.
The
I love
intro
it.
is good.
Better than I deserve. All right, so the list for our heroes draft. First pick goes to Harley,
Oh, perfect.
then me, then Caleb, then Austin.
How many rounds we doing this time?
There's only 4 of us, so
4
we can
rounds?
do 4 or 5.
I'm prepared to go to 10.
I'm not prepared, but I'll make it work.
I do have a question though. Is it like superheroes or could it be like the
No.
hero of the story?
Yeah,
Hero of a movie.
not superheroes, just heroes. Just like last time was villains. So the antagonist and the protagonist, basically.
Oh yeah,
right?
because you chose
Yeah.
Ivan Drago or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I could go to around like 30 on this. Prepared well.
Wow.
Ah.
well, you're
I'm ready.
first. So
All right, do we just start?
Yes.
All right. Well, my first pick is Spider-Man. Excuse me.
nice.
Yep.
Ooh,
Why?
tough for me.
Actually, I would like to talk about the Spider-Man conversation last week and add my own. So y'all were talking about who's. I think Tobey Maguire has the best Spider-Man villains. I think Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man, and I think Tom Holland is the best of all of it. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and villains combined.
Yeah.
Overall, he's the best, but nobody beats Tobey Maguire's villains, and nobody beats Andrew Garfield's actual Spider-Man.
Huh. I can definitely agree with that.
But no, I just love Spider-Man mostly because of the villains. I wish I could have been here for the villain list.
Yeah.
But I love all the Spider-Man villains.
What
But,
do you think of the Across the Spider-Verse?
I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
What do you
Yeah.
think of the second one?
Oh well, I love both of them. Yeah, I thought they were both great. I didn't think they were like over or underrated. I thought they were just pretty.
Not
Pretty
over
good.
or
They
underrated.
were perfect.
Oh.
They were just as expected. Yeah, because everybody kept talking about how the first one was the greatest animated movie of all time, and I went in and it was awesome. And then I heard from other people that the second one was good, but not as good, and I felt like it lived up to that.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm very excited for the third one because I feel like it'll have a lot more. Like this one was a little like slow, or not slow, but this one was like the whole lead up to the big drama
Yeah.
in the next one. So I'm excited.
And now that like we don't know when it's gonna be released, I bet you they're gonna really make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
for it to be good.
Did they
Get
take
better.
it completely off of the release list?
Yeah, I think it's postponed indefinitely.
Dang, that's
So, like,
crazy.
there's like no idea. Also, real fast, what do you guys rate it?
It's good. It's for me, I tend to like fruity stuff more, so I'm gonna go 8 again. Yeah.
I could see myself drinking this pretty often, so yeah, I'll go 8.5.
I'm not a big like sweet fruity guy, but it's very good. So I'd say like as far as sweet drinks go, I would drink this over any other sweet drink. So
Well,
I'd
it's
say like
not.
a 9.
It's sweet, but it's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's very
And especially because it's so
bright.
hot.
That's exactly
So
what I was
hot.
thinking, man. Yeah.
Is BioLite in it?
No, I'm just also drinking.
Yeah,
melon
that's
Valley.
what I was-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I already
No.
did, actually.
Well,
One-
empties, I
one
didn't know if you
thing-
poured it in there.
only thing that would make it better is just if it was in a glass completely full of ice and like ice cold.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh.
great.
All right. Let's lock into this draft.
All right,
First
Spider-Man.
pick, Spider-Man.
All right.
With my second pick, I'm not going to take my number 1 because I think he might make it back around.
Okay.
For this one, I'm going Rocky.
Wow.
Last week, I took Ivan Drago. This week, I'm taking Rocky
I
back.
was at no point going to take Rocky.
I know you weren't.
I don't think Caleb was either.
Was Austin?
I would have eventually
Yeah,
picked Rocky. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
pretty
no,
big
he's
He
classic.
got 2 picks before I got my next one, so I was like,
Oh, is it a snake draft?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah, we do it fair.
Oh.
Anybody who don't do snake drafts, they ain't doing it fair. It's your
It's me
pick,
now?
Caleb. Yeah.
Ooh. Same to you. I know exactly. No one's gonna choose one of my top ones, so I'm gonna actually say Wolverine.
That's a good pick.
Nice. Why?
I've loved him the whole time. I think he's awesome. It's probably due to Hugh Jackman, to be honest. But
Nice. That's a good pick.
yeah, he's tootsie, I guess.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to do some just non-typical picks. I'm gonna go Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
Nice.
Well, I like that. I like that.
This is LeBron James in it.
What?
Hilarious.
No, that's the new one.
Not LeBron James. Michael Jordan.
Oh, brother.
That's hilarious.
Funny guy.
I actually have never seen either of them.
I know. Yeah, it's the best part.
Never
I-
watched the second one.
Yeah, I
Have you only
tried.
seen the second?
No, never watched the
Oh,
second.
never.
I
Not that
tried
it's-
watching the LeBron one. Oh my god, it's
Is it
awful.
bad?
It's
Yes.
bad, but I watched it because I like the first one a lot and I like basketball. But it's the first one's really good. Second one is just it's rough.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
really?
like the acting is horrible. R.I.P. Bronny James, acting ability and heart.
I don't think.
But that guy,
Gee.
I don't think it's Bronny. It's the other one.
No, it's Bronny.
Bronny's in
USC.
it. Bronny's in it.
Oh, you're talking about
Isn't
it?
yeah,
The
the
movie-
one in the movie, yeah.
I don't think it's
Oh, it's not Bronny.
Bryce.
It's
isn't
Bryce.
it?
It's Bryce.
Oh,
Yeah.
he couldn't handle the pressure.
Mm.
All right.
Bronny.
Do I get 2 picks right?
Yes, yeah.
So my next pick for a second pick, I'm gonna probably go Obi-Wan.
That's a good one.
One that I had on my list for sure. That one needs no explanation.
Yeah, no. That,
No
that's
just
explanation
number one
needed.
goat.
baby.
Yeah.
Goated.
How many rounds are we doing?
4 or 5.
Do 5.
5. Harley's ready. We're not. So
Yeah, that's true.
we'll go
Prepared.
5 for our guest.
Thank you.
All right, Caleb. Round 2 pick.
Round 2 pick. Mm. Oh man, it's hard times. I'll just say Vin from Mistborn.
Ooh, that's a good one, bro.
I'm
It's not going to get you
surprised.
votes, but I love it.
I'm
personally.
surprised that you picked
I
me.
just started Mistborn. I'm in the prologue, so no spoiling.
No Mistborn spoilers.
Oh,
All right, so it's back to me.
yes.
I'm taking Cap.
Ooh.
Yep,
That's
one.
good.
the ultimate good in the Marvel universe. He is.
I am
He's
better.
worthy. He's worthy. He's everything. He's amazing.
He's just better.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Just that
I
guy.
just watched the first one with my wife the other day. Great movie. Still holds up.
Yeah, I have to watch the first one again. It's been a while.
Captain
Yeah.
America: Civil War is my all-time favorite movie.
That's-
Marvel movie.
That's my top. It's in my top 3 Marvel movies.
Well, actually,
Sure.
the Spider-Man.
Homecoming?
No, the one with all three
Far
of them.
From-
Home. Oh, and
Which one is it?
No Way Home. Right?
No Way Home.
Homecoming, right?
No, or maybe I don't know. Whichever one has all three of them.
Homecoming's the one they went to like Paris or something.
Oh yeah, that was.
No,
it.
that's Far From Home because they are far from
No
home.
Way Home.
No
No-
Way Home. The third
The
Spider-Man.
one with all three of them in it is my favorite Marvel movie. Second is Civil War for sure.
Yeah,
Oh man, how about like Winter Soldier?
Man, this man don't know.
It's pretty good.
I wanted
love
to
that.
kind of
What?
pick Bucky Barnes last week for villains because in Civil War. Or
Yeah.
No, not in Civil War. in,
anti-hero.
Winter Soldier.
That was a good
Awesome.
question for last week. Is it heroes and anti-heroes?
Or are anti-heroes included in this week?
I mean, I was like, oh,
I think it depends. I think it varies case to case. Like you couldn't call like Venom a hero.
Like in the new
I mean,
movies, you could.
yeah, he's like an anti-hero.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a hero.
No, yeah, I mean, Magneto again, kind of anti-hero.
Yeah,
He's not really a bad guy. 100%. He's kind of in the middle.
I guess that's like all the mutants at that point.
Not
I
all of
mean,
them.
no, I don't know. I think they consider like Xavier to be extra good and Cyclops,
Yeah.
all that. It's just like the good, and then he's like the bad guy, but you understand what he's doing. So he's-
Cyclops was a straight simp, bro.
Which one is the newer one or the older one?
All of them. They make him a
All of
simp in
them?
all of them.
He was never my favorite.
I like the James Marsden one.
The ones back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked him as Cyclops.
Yeah, I did
Nightcrawler.
too.
Yeah,
Nightcrawler was awesome.
Super.
You know,
cool.
he's technically an anti-hero, right? He's like, doesn't he feather the lines of
Kind of all are like
I think
whoever.
yeah.
like Deadpool's like the same way, I think, hero wise.
Punisher.
I wouldn't
They
know
all
anything
like
about
that,
him.
yeah.
I don't.
Well, in the comics.
It's a little too much for me, brother. All
all
right,
right, Harley,
Let's
you
move
get 2
on.
picks.
all right.
You're so stupid.
I get this is my second,
your second and third round pick.
All right. Second, I'm gonna go with Iron Man.
Well, I don't know who to pick.
Third, I feel like a steal.
I am Iron Man.
My personal hero, Bruce Jenner.
Oh my god.
No, oh man. Okay, third, I'm gonna go with Qui-Gon.
Nice.
Without Qui-Gon Jinn, there is no Anakin. There is no Darth Vader. Qui-Gon fought for Anakin. Even after the whole Jedi Council said, no, there's something wrong with this kid. He is not the chosen one.
Yes.
Qui-Gon did it almost secretly.
Qui-Gon just didn't care.
Yeah.
If he thought it was right, he was just going to do it. He
Yes.
didn't care what anybody told him.
Qui-Gon was awesome. Qui-Gon was the only member on the Jedi Council who was like, he doesn't care. He knows what's right. He knows what needs to happen. And ultimately, he was right.
Mace Windu is like such a like in the comics and stuff like that. He's kind of a rebel too. Yeah, in the movies, he was like absolute strict.
Yeah. Although, with the sequel trilogy, everything about Anakin being the chosen one is completely out the window. So,
Well, it's not canon, as we all know.
we wish. We all wish.
If only.
Thank you, Kathleen Kennedy.
Thank you
Oh,
so much.
Call out Kathleen Kennedy. Please get rid of her.
Please be fired soon.
Bob Iger.
Oh, it is sad. Like they literally did get every single thing good for about all the other movies and crapped in each one in a row. Like literally just took turns. Han Solo, Chewbacca. I mean everything just crappy on it.
I didn't realize that throughout the entire sequel trilogy, not Luke, Han Solo, and Leia, and Chewbacca. Han and Chewbacca stay together, but the three Han, Leia, and Luke never see each other.
Yeah.
They don't meet each other again.
Yeah.
Why would someone think that's a good idea?
No. Yeah.
Everybody gets busy, but yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah. I don't know. Kathleen Kennedy's ruined.
Well, Qui-Gon was a great pick, though.
Oh,
That's a great pick. I don't think any of us were thinking about that one either.
no.
I guess I'll stick Star Wars and probably a reach. But if you know me, you know how much I love Ahsoka.
I was thinking that.
I knew you would pick her.
I love Ahsoka. She's awesome. Again, the ultimate good
Yeah.
in the Star Wars universe.
When
Not
you
really
see
the universe,
White
but the show. And if you haven't watched the show, you aren't a real Star Wars fan.
Adult Ahsoka.
You know what? Can we just say that real quick? If you haven't watched some of these, even if they're animated, if you haven't watched them, don't talk to me about Star Wars.
No.
Because
Yes.
you are missing too much.
So much good content.
Yeah, you're missing way too many.
And so much
pieces of the
impact
puzzle.
on the story. Yeah, pieces of the puzzle. So much impact
It's
on the
sad to say
overall
out
story.
loud, but the Clone Wars show is better than any sequel movie.
Oh, for sure.
Easily.
And
I
maybe
would.
some of the prequels.
I would say it's better than Episode 2
Yeah.
because Episode 2 made me despise Anakin. I rewatched it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Episode 2, Anakin was the most annoying character I've ever seen in my life. But I'd forgotten that because the Clone Wars made me love him so much. Yeah, the Clone Wars saved Anakin, made him way better.
Yeah, actually, definitely. The show made him really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, actually, several of the Jedi super cool. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Plo Koon.
It gave a lot of people who were cool in the movies but never really had a story. It gave them a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, like Plo Koon, Kit Fisto.
Yes.
You know, and the clones too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the clones. That was
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah, like Cody was in the movie. Was in what? Just 3.
I think
Yeah,
so.
just
Yeah, he
3.
was just in, and it was for like maybe
Super
3
popular
minutes total.
character. Yeah, super popular character. Just in for a few minutes, and then in the show, just totally makes him a better character.
Yeah.
So, all right, Caleb, third pick.
I'm also going to stay with Star Wars then. I'm going to say Yoda.
Very good. Can't go wrong with that.
No.
So I got 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
All right. These are a little more personal, but my first one is not personal. It's just like the movie a lot. You said Killmonger last week, and I was like, dang, if I was picking a villain, that's what I would pick. And if I was picking a hero, I probably would pick Black Panther at some point. My
Mhm.
third pick, so I think that's pretty good.
I probably would have picked him. the next
Expected.
2 picks.
Fully expected.
But my next pick, this is a different one, but the movie series is so long that I think it's fair to say Brian O'Connor, Fast and Furious.
Ah,
Oh.
Wait, is that Paul Walker's
It's
character?
Paul Walker, yeah.
I stopped watching those after like the third one.
QT, man.
Oh.
Sheila's going to listen to this and love your vote there. I've never seen Fast and Furious.
that's a Shayla vote right there.
That's a Sheila vote right there.
Yeah.
Mm.
You'll get her vote.
That's all I wanted.
Just from that. Yeah.
All I wanted was Shayla's vote.
Just reaching out, trying to get them votes.
He's a man of the people. 2008 all over again.
It's your pick, Caleb. Oh, he's got to get a water.
Grab me a water.
It is hot up here.
Thank you.
It's hot.
We're in Caleb and Papa's office.
The AC kicked on for like 10 seconds at the beginning, and now it's off again.
Can I get a water?
Also want one too?
I think I'm all good.
You've got a little bit left.
Hey, if I hit the bottom of this, is it freaking out?
I'll do a little
Maybe.
something.
Be careful with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
try not to at least.
But Caleb, your next pick is up.
I will say Indigo Montoya,
Nice.
What's that from?
Princess Bride. It's a tootsie choice.
It is. I like it. It's different. It's not a superhero. I think it's kind of cool.
I did Prince Humperdinck last week, so
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a good one for you. You clearly have one of your favorite movies. So,
what do I?
all right, I guess it's back to me. I'm a little. I don't really know who to pick. I've got a few people in mind. I think I'm going to say Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy
I
that
like
pick.
that. Yeah.
because he's just.
Which one? Adult or teenager?
They're all the
or
same.
baby? Yeah, but what is your favorite?
Well, the adult is awesome because he saves everybody
Mm-hmm.
and sacrifices himself.
Well, that's like old man because in the last one he's like a buff
Jacked.
adult.
I
Yeah.
think he just grew different.
Um,
I think because there's no way a jacked, like in the end of the last Guardians of the Galaxy, the cutscene or the after credit scene, he was monstrous.
yeah. But think
And-
if he's like 1,000 years old.
I guess.
He's a frail old tall man.
Either way, any of them,
Siri. Man.
it was awesome. But in
Personal lore.
Infinity War with Thor, when he's with
Oh,
Thor,
yeah.
he's awesome.
That is awesome.
In this last one, he's just good in every movie. Great hero, and he's not even the main character, but just one of the best side.
You just used his arm to make his new hammer.
Yeah.
His axe.
Yes.
That was pretty
Yes.
badass.
To make
Mhm.
Stormbreaker, that was awesome. That was awesome. So, all right, Harley, finish your draft out with 2 picks here.
Okay, so I think a steal at 4 or 5.
Is this the one you were telling me about?
Yes.
It's a steal.
This is Captain Rex.
I was gonna pick.
Oh,
Man, I think if he was going to be there at my last pick, I was going to go ahead and do it.
I didn't think anybody would.
No,
Think about
he's
him,
like
really.
one of my.
Oh.
Him and Ahsoka are probably my favorite
when
characters.
you said I'm gonna choose my next one and stay in Star Wars, immediately I thought you're gonna say Captain Rex.
If he was more of a hero,
What do you mean? He's the only clone, or one of few clones that fought. He got the chip taken out, right?
yeah. After Order 66.
Yeah, but how's he not a hero?
Oh, he is, but he's not like a main. He is honestly a main character, but
Only in the Clone Wars show. You wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't exist outside of the Clone Wars show.
Yeah.
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 How am I supposed to decide between Rex and Ahsoka though? My 2 favorites.
It's tough. Yeah.
Which one's prettier?
You pick
All right,
Rex.
Well, I like
My-
bald dudes and also head tails.
my last pick. Again, a steal. Bobby Boucher.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Bobby Boucher. And the crazy alligator man. That guy.
That's
That
your
would,
top
be, that would be
hero?
number 6.
Yeah.
That would be number 6.
So I'm really thrown for a loop here. I thought I'd get Rex,
That really stinks.
but I had a backup that I'm going to take over a lot of good other options. An unsung hero from the Clone Wars as well. Fives.
I like it. I like it.
Fives
Ooh.
knew before anyone else.
Oh, he's the one that figured it out?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He figured it out. And he left secret coded messages that helped Rex out later.
Oh, yeah.
So not in the show as much as Rex, obviously, but awesome. He's awesome.
Unsung hero.
The unsung hero. No one
Like that.
remembers. Yeah. He died.
Rip.
Rip Fives. Yep.
Gandalf the Grey.
I'm really surprised.
I've never watched any of that, so I don't know.
It's cool.
Me either.
I have not either.
Why are you surprised?
I thought you'd pick someone else who I thought about picking.
Really? Who's that?
He might pick.
Mm,
So I get 2 picks to end it, right?
Nope, just one.
Oh,
You had 2 the first time around, 2 the second
this is
time
my
around.
last pick in general.
So this is 5, yeah.
dang.
All right, so I have an honorable mention. You guys aren't going to get it, but some of the people watching will. I really wanted to pick Captain Levi from Attack on Titan, but I can't. I want to win. I'm going to pick Batman. He shouldn't have made it this far down.
Wow.
Oh, my God. How
Batman
did
should
you not think about Batman?
Batman's awesome.
That's
It's-
crazy.
Specifically for me, I liked the latest one, but the trilogy with Bane and Joker, those were so good.
Yeah.
And so,
Crazy that he's at the last pick.
yeah.
Yesterday, that was Cameron. Everybody, Cameron mentioned him number
Yeah.
1. Everybody said Batman.
I
Number
have
1.
another honorable mention. This is just kind of funny. Jack Sparrow.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great one,
that's a
actually.
good
Yeah, I
If
thought
would've
about saying
of that,
him, but I was like, no, I'll leave it. But
I was doing this one just off the cuff, not prepared really.
I have
so.
2 honorable
Off the cuff,
mentions.
bro.
First one, I had a really hard time picking between Bobby Boucher and Ricky Bobby from Talladega
nice.
Nights.
Man, that's
Hard
so
one.
good.
Oh, I know it was tough.
And
And
it
then,
was just as good.
Yeah.
So it's,
and then the other one was no one will know who this is, but Beta Ray Bill.
I know who that
Okay.
is. Yeah.
He ever since I was little, he's always been my favorite Marvel character, and they still have not put him in a movie except for Ragnarok. He was in a statue,
Yeah.
so I really hope they put him in there.
Yeah.
May the
That's cool.
powers of this podcast let it be known.
Yeah, what's the dude's name who's in charge of Marvel?
Feige.
Yeah.
Feige. Or is it Feige?
I think it's
I always
Feige.
said Feige.
I think it's Feige.
I think it is Feige, yeah.
Yeah, and Happy.
Tiger
What's
Feige,
his name?
Kennedy, and
Please, Mr. Feige, hear us.
What's Happy's name?
Happy.
The guy from Spider-Man,
Iron
Man.
He's a director.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
we need them. Put in Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, he does the Mandalorian show.
Yeah,
with-
he's in
Yeah.
Favreau. John
Favreau,
Favreau.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pronounced Favreau, actually. Fiji and Favreau.
So I can't believe no one picked Han Solo.
Wow, yeah.
I'm not a big Han Solo guy.
It's not the same thing.
I am. I almost picked him,
I am
but this
too.
list makes me happier. This list probably ain't gonna win. Harley's will probably win. Harley's is really good.
What's Harley's list?
Spider-Man, Iron Man, Qui-Gon, Rex, and Bobby Boucher.
That's great.
But I'm happy with my list. But the other one, which I was saying, I thought you would pick Kelsier.
I thought Kelsier.
But the only problem is it's not going to win, and that's what you
Who's
talked about. wasn't it?
Kelsier?
No,
No,
because
Caleb don't care about
I chose Vin.
Who's
Yeah.
who are these people?
Stop!
In the
Stop!
epilogue?
Stop! You should.
In
Is
the
Kelsier
epilogue?
the guy that just
right in the
saves
beginning?
the girl?
Yeah.
So
That's Kelsier?
you're about to
Yeah.
learn that. But
Okay.
yeah, little tiny spoiler there for you.
Thank you guys.
It tells in the epilogue. So, but he is again just a super force of
Awesome.
just like
When did those
wants
books
the
come out?
best. 10 years ago is what Joel said today.
I think so, yeah.
Right?
I think 2000, 2001.
Is this like a book series that is like super popular with a lot of people, or is this like a little?
We are talking about Mistborn, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So is this like do a ton of people read these, or is this just
Yeah.
like a little?
It's probably not as like, I don't know, like before the movies came out for Hunger Games.
2006 is when it came out.
You know, it was pretty popular.
It's
As
not
soon
his
as the
top-rated
movies came
book.
out.
Okay,
but
but like
it's close. Like
Equal-
people say this is
equally as interested as equally as many people have read this as Hunger Games. You'd say like it's comparable to that.
I would say probably at least kind of close to that. Like, I think they probably will no doubt make a movie soon.
Oh, they haven't.
And
They
the
haven't.
Hunger Games is
Yeah.
bigger because they made the movie a Hunger Games. Like
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
were
oh,
reading
yeah.
it, but how many people did you actually know before the movie came out that were like, "Oh yeah, you should read this"? Like that wasn't really like.
Oh,
Like a lot of people.
Every girl in my middle school had that book before, like a year before the movie came out. Though.
Okay,
That was
so it was like we're making this movie.
yeah,
And that was why they started reading
started
it.
reading it. Yeah.
So then they could complete.
Actually, I read the book. I read the book. I'm actually different. I'm different.
afraid.
than
Amazon tour, excuse me.
you.
I'm afraid of the book. I mean, of the movie because if they mess it up, I think I'll be like actually annoyed
Same
with this
Yeah.
with this particular book series. Just how far I got into it, I think I'll be actually like a little pissed if they mess it
The
up.
problem is they always try to turn a full book into a 2-hour movie,
Mhm.
and you can't do that. Like you need.
I wish they would do this. Like if they did Mistborn, do it like Star Wars style. Like have basically each book would need 2 movies. But Star Wars really breaks it up quite a bit. Is
Yeah.
why I say Star Wars.
Because
like
Mistborn
Dune?
easily could.
I haven't
be,
seen those.
The first book could be 2 movies.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean with Dune.
Dune
Part
is-
1 and Part 2.
I would hate it though.
And isn't part 2 only supposed that's only supposed to be like half of it,
Would hate it.
right?
If they split it up.
I think Part
tough
2
for
will be
us.
finishing first.
I mean, we're talking
No,
20
yeah,
years.
that's what I mean.
yeah.
Finishing the
Yeah.
first book, but like, how many books are there?
I think there's actually
You-
more than I think. But
You
there's
need
a-
to worry about 3.
You're worried about 3 right now.
There's 3 that directly go boom. boom.
No. We were talking about We were talking about Dune.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
There's
But,
actually
okay.
a lot more books than I thought. But there's just that main, I think, trilogy. But
Mhm.
there's more books too.
So I looked up for giggles Mistborn movie, and it popped up on IMDb.
No, they've thought about trying to do this.
Yeah. Well,
He
it says
sold
in the
supposedly-
description, feature film based on Brandon Sanderson's fantasy book about a crew of rebels with magical abilities that are trying to overthrow a nefarious ruler.
Man,
Well, remember that video we watched the other night?
they better
Yeah.
stop playing.
He said in about a year,
Yeah.
and it's been 11 months.
They
Yeah.
better stop playing.
And this is on here. I feel like, we might be getting
he
a
has
little.
sold it several times to different companies,
And they just don't make it.
and they just never end up making it. So they have to like
There's too much money.
over it's called like reserve it or something like that. But this last one we watched, yeah, he was pretty much like they're. I will be mind blown that production isn't beginning within a year.
What studio has it?
He doesn't say.
Oh.
I bet you it's all secret until they actually start doing something.
Watch it get canceled because of the writer's strike.
Oh, no doubt.
Man,
It just might get delayed.
They've just been deleting stuff.
That would suck.
They've just been completely canceling stuff.
I heard that whenever this happened before, that was when there was that huge rise of reality
Mhm,
TV
I heard the
shows.
same thing.
like Duck Dynasty and everything, like just random
Oh,
things
really?
you never think to be a show.
Mhm.
It just explodes full of it. You know why?
Swamp
You don't-
people.
Yeah, you don't really need writers, so they're expecting they're going to do it.
Shout out to the greatest unscripted TV show of all time, Mountain Monsters. Completely
Oh, my
unscripted.
Like, I've never.
There is.
You need to watch a couple episodes of Mountain
Oh,
Monsters.
you never watched Mountain
No.
Monsters? Oh man,
Wild Bill.
my friend Cameron showed me. He showed me the show. Oh my lord! There's Wild Bill, and then what's the giant guy?
Trapper. No, Trapper's the old
Trapper's. He's dead
ring
now.
leader.
Trapper died.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Trapper passed away. Buckshot. Buckshot is like.
Maybe it was just Buck.
Oh, is it Buck? Yeah, Buck. Buck. Buckshot's our grandpa's dead friend. This is Buck.
Me and Harley are cousins, by the way.
Oh yeah,
They're kin.
yeah. So we're having a baby soon.
So are me and Harley as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're
I've known-
They're going after animals such as the Wolfman, Devil Dog, Wampus Beast,
Oh, man.
Mothman, and Lizard Demon.
Oh, buddy, it's
So there's my
there's Trapper,
my
Buck, Jeff, Huckleberry, Will, and Wild Bill.
Huckleberry. He's in charge of firearms. Buck is like the main watcher guy. Wild Bill and
He just chases stuff with a knife.
Wild Bill and what's the other guy's name?
I already got rid of it.
Wild Bill. and-
Huckleberry,
No,
Jeff.
Jeff Rowe. That's his full name.
Oh, they call him Jethro.
It's not Jeff. It's the one other guy. But Wild Bill and the other guy are in charge of making the traps. And Wild Bill's out of his mind. And then the traps they make, somehow something insane happens, and the monster always escapes, of course. But at the end of it, the monster has completely escaped. But they finish the episode and they go, well, we have definite proof that the piss cat was real. Because we caught him. He might have got out, but we found him.
Piss Cat?
Just
It
whatever.
was
that-
either Hellcat or Piss Cat.
whatever it's called.
One of them is a cat that climbs through the trees in the mountains of the Appalachians and pees acid at you. And so Trapper, the old man, is walking through the woods with like his cane, and he's just getting peed in the eye by the piss cat. And he's like screaming and losing. They're constantly just shooting their guns in the air.
The sad part about it is that's like actually accurate. Like
It
that's
is-
what
This
happens.
is one of the funniest shows I've ever
Oh, it's
seen.
hilarious. And so him and his friend learned about it, and they showed me, and I was like, I've been watching this with my grandpa for like a while. So
You know all those memes about like gnome hunting and like believing
Oh,
in
yeah.
gnomes?
yeah.
I've seen so many memes, and it's those guys
Mhm.
then. Because I didn't know what you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah,
It's all them like running around.
Oh, I bet it
screaming.
is. Yeah.
It's like all me and all my friends running the woods trying to find gnomes.
there's never an episode where every episode someone either falls completely down the mountain and like just slides like half a mile down the mountain.
Yeah, someone always almost dies.
Yeah, someone is always bleeding,
The monster always gets out.
and when the monster like shows up, the camera just starts going wild. Just the cameraman just shaking it around as wildly as possible.
Oh, we're
It's-
losing out on the evidence.
It is one of the greatest shows of all time.
It is pretty funny. It's a fun watch.
Yeah, it's great.
Man, maybe the writing strike is pretty good. We can get more shows like that.
Yeah, all
Oh.
you got to do is follow around a bunch of rednecks.
Oh man,
You'll
Chasing
get a
gnomes.
show.
yeah, but the Wild Bill character, he's like actually crazy, and the way he acts.
Oh yeah, he's
Like,
mental. Like he's mentally insane.
We actually think that he believes it's all real. Like it's pretty obvious that it's fake, but the Wild Bill guy actually thinks it's all real.
He should not be put on in front of a camera to be
Yeah.
displayed to the world.
Yeah, he's insane. He's got
He
like
is.
cauliflower ear, and he even looks like he's a cauliflower nose. If that's he's like looks like he's been beaten half to death at some
He's
point.
probably the best part of the show, though.
Oh, he
He's
is.
hilarious.
What's all that piss cat? It's deformed.
This cat's great. Oh yeah. It's
You know,
melted his face off.
it's
Yeah.
rough. Wow. I mean, this guy's in the front lines. That's
Mhm.
beautiful. We should play a little game called What Would Zach Have Voted?
In this,
Yeah.
Heroes,
Yeah.
what's he really into? Like stupid
Ham.
stuff?
Yeah. Who's the guy that made ham?
That's exactly what I was looking up. Who created cooked ham?
Oh, is it like spiral ham or is it deli ham?
I like to think it's boiled ham.
Oh, interesting.
That's
I
so
think we all
nasty.
know who Zach's real hero is here.
Oh, the Mongolian himself,
I was gonna say
Mongoloid, if you will, Genghis Khan. And what a coincidence! China takes credit for curing the first ham.
Wow.
Imagine how mad Zach is about that. His enemy, his mortal enemies.
Well, that's why they were trying to get into China, trying to get over the
They
wall.
could smell the ham.
They were trying to get to the
They
ham.
built the wall for the ham.
Yeah. I mean, that's the most prized possession.
Yeah. Little known fact, it's actually called the ham wall.
Yeah.
But
they changed
I got
it.
lost in
Great
translation.
Wall or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually built on ham.
Oh,
Built by
built
ham.
with ham. Zach is built with ham.
Oh yes,
Zach
body
is
built by ham.
Body
baby.
built by ham. Man, where is he? He still hasn't called anybody.
No.
He's not gonna.
Yeah, so did we say it at the beginning? He literally wasn't answering our phone calls.
didn't
Stood us
answer.
up completely.
Texted him. Yeah, at least Nick told us. We knew Nick wasn't going to come, but this guy, less than an hour. Yeah, I'm coming over.
Maybe he had like an emergency shift at Amazon.
He doesn't work at Amazon.
Oh,
He quit last week,
that's
bro.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
We should say his address and dox him.
We said, little prank. You didn't show up to the pod. You're doxxed. Also, we called the FBI and said that you are a terrorist threat.
That would be a good prank.
Poor Zach. Who would his number one hero be? Minus Genghis Khan. Oh, Star Trek. He loves Star Trek, right?
He definitely
Captain
would have had
Kirk.
some Star Trek. He probably would have had some Star
Spock.
Wars on there as well.
Spock.
He likes Marvel. He might have picked Batman.
He
definitely would've picked
Yeah,
Batman.
he wouldn't have let Batman fall to the last pick. That's for sure.
That's
No,
crazy.
Zach could pick Batman for sure.
Yeah,
He would have.
and he probably would have had some odd ones come off the wall, but that would have been good
I bet you Nick would have had Spider-Man.
if he had the chance.
Well, I know he would have. That's why I was glad I got number one. I figured one of you would pick Spider-Man.
Ain't no way Spider-Man was making it back around to you.
Oh,
All we know
no.
is Nick would have just picked the best superheroes he could think of and then say that he loved them his entire life. Just like
Mhm.
his sports teams.
Yeah,
Bandwagon fella.
all he cares about is getting the most votes on here.
Okay, so he likes Georgia and Boston.
And Kansas. I don't know. On the pod,
Kansas
he,
basketball,
Kansas basketball.
on the pod, he was saying he didn't like Kansas.
And
He
the
didn't want to
Bucks.
say it.
only. Tampa Bay Bucks.
I knew he
You
liked
don't-
Tampa
You
Bay.
know what you're about, Nicholas.
Shameful.
You like them. Who?
Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks.
Harley is a big Dallas Mavericks fan.
I love Luka. I love Dirk. I love
Kyrie.
I love Kyrie. I'm so happy with that. They gave up too much trading for him to not re-sign him, so that was the only thing they could do.
They had to give him what he wanted. They only signed him to a 2-year, which was probably pretty smart.
Was it 2 years? I thought he had a third year
He might have got a 3rd-year option.
option. I just feel like with Kyrie, no matter what, if he loses it again, which he probably will, at the very least, you're still going to be able to trade him and get a big haul.
He always keeps value, even though he is insane.
That's how good he is.
Well,
He is good.
He is that good. Like, he's very problematic.
Another little bit.
And he tends to
That's good.
always have something to say. And he hasn't really been on winning teams without LeBron. But like, the dude is something good. The guy is so good that if he were still playing with LeBron probably would have got another title.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have broke that up, him and Kevin Love.
Maybe got another title.
Yeah,
100%.
And see everybody. Oh yeah, let me get some of the.
Lime sparkling water.
Everybody says it's talking about last year and saying Luka and Kyrie didn't work together. They did work together, but they started tanking so that they could keep their 10th pick. Otherwise, it would have gone to the Knicks.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, and then they took a defensive center with their 10th pick and traded and
He
got
looks good, by the way.
yes, and got Rashawn Holmes, another good center. Hopefully.
And the best player in the league, Grant Williams.
Oh yes. Oh, I was thinking draft. Yes, they got Grant Williams.
Grant, come on the pod. This is the second time we've called you out. I'm gonna start tagging you on every TikTok.
Grant Williams is a great fit for the Mavericks.
My favorite athlete, probably of all time.
I just listened to the JJ Redick podcast.
I want to listen to that. Yeah.
Shout out to the Old Man 3. If you want to
Oh, yeah.
or anything, hit us up.
And JJ Redick is from here. He was
JJ
born
Redick
here.
is actually from
Am I allowed to
Gainesboro,
say-
I think.
oh.
I think, he's-
Yes, we talked. Yeah, we talked about where we
I think JJ's from Gainesboro.
He was born in Cookville Hospital, lived in Gainesboro for like 3 months. Gainesboro,
He's a Gainesboro man.
he is a Blue Devil.
Oh man.
And he went to Duke, Blue Devil.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
Blue Devil for life.
Also a Dallas Maverick.
yeah.
Yes.
And for the pod, that
And,
pod
like-
with Grant Williams was great. it was cool listening to Grant. That's a cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
I love Grant.
And he was on Paul Feinbaum the other day. Grant is making his rounds right now.
He is a perfect fit in Dallas.
Oh, yeah. A defending, shooting, rebounding.
All they need
Perfect
is
role player.
All they need is Kyrie and Luka. Then they have Jaden Hardy and
Y'all get rid of Bullock.
Josh Green
Yeah.
on the bench.
Yeah, they traded Bullock.
Traded
Yeah,
Bullock.
thank God.
Well, Bullock can get hot before, but he's
Bullock
not
Island.
consistent. But Grant Williams, if he can't shoot, he's still going to do other stuff.
That's the thing. Yeah,
So it don't matter.
He's an
Reggie
enforcer.
Bullock's not gonna.
We
The
love
other
it.
prospect I'm hoping for is Clint Capella somehow through
Ooh,
There's
like
been a
that.
lot of talk of a 3-way trade for Siakam going to Atlanta and Capella being on a third team in the deal.
Who would you give up?
I don't know. I have no idea who they would.
The off cap?
Yes.
He's expensive, right?
The NBA contracts and cap space and
Yeah, I
all
don't
that
understand
stuff,
it.
a lot of it's very confusing. Like, I understand probably about half of it.
To me, it's either you've got money or you have none.
There's some kind of, like, they have a mid-level exception, then they have some kind of other trade exception for people they've traded, and somehow they have money.
And if you trade somebody, it's like they work out who's paying the contract and all that weird stuff.
Somebody still pay. I don't know. It's very confusing. Maybe Caleb knows.
Yeah, I know a lot about it, but I don't want to speak on it right now.
Okay. Caleb is a
Understandable.
CPA.
Yeah, I don't want to get political on this.
Speaking of Caleb,
Yeah.
we've talked a lot about his doggy style swimming style.
Yep.
And I saw it in action yesterday. It's pretty effective.
It was awesome.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
I
when
thought
he
you
was
were
swimming in the
drowning.
He was doggy styling all around the pool.
Yeah, you notice he was just
Oh,
all I could think about. I was like, oh, dude, he's doggy style.
It looks like I'm drowning, but
that's what I saw. I thought you were just drowning the whole
no, but
time.
I'm moving though. Yeah,
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
We also played pool basketball, which if you've never tried that,
Do it.
it is awesome.
Shout out to Zach. That guy can actually play some pool basketball.
Yeah.
I'll give
he
it
was
to him.
good.
Zach found his sport, even if it is pool basketball.
You want
He
to know the
was-
secret?
Water?
Ham.
Oh, ham. Cooked ham, water added, baby.
The water added gives him electrolytes.
You should just leave that on Papa's desk for when he comes in on
Oh,
Monday.
yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
stinking.
Sticky
Oh,
ham.
oh,
I was going to leave him a note, but made a discovery.
What you should do is just like put it on top of Zach's car.
You know, actually,
Oh, he
so
lives like 2 seconds from here. So.
so somebody did that to my dad years and years. Like, this was
He
before
put
I was
ham
born.
on his car?
They put ham on his car, and there was a bunch of dogs that were loose. They put ham on his car, and the dog scratched his paint to Kingdom Come, trying to get the ham. Like,
You
it
want to pay
was
for that?
No, he didn't know who it was. They didn't know who it was,
I love that.
but it was just probably some young kid thinking it'd be funny. But yeah, my dad's car was just shredded to pieces.
That's actually terrible.
Yeah.
yeah.
That sucks.
So let's do it to Zach.
Yeah, let's put it on his windshield, and so it just cooks into his window.
That'd be awesome.
Well,
Very cute.
yesterday was fun. Like we said, we played pool basketball, but we did it because it was our draft day.
Mm.
So we were supposed to have Nick, who's also a
Nick.
member. Now we only have 3 members.
Nick,
But
Nick's a prominent member too. Like he takes it serious. So
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
very good fantasy player. So, but how's everyone like their teams?
I'm pretty happy with my team. I think that actually I looked at all of our. We have decently young. I started to go old, and then I was like, oh, let me scale this back. There are some guys that I thought were a little older than they are. And when I got into the draft, I was like, oh, this is actually not that bad of a pick. So that's even like what you with Dalvin Cook. Like it feels like he's like in his 30s, but that dude's he's 28 years old.
What pick did you have?
8th
Eight.
or 9th? No, I had 9th. I was right beside you, right?
Yes.
Clint had 8. I was
And
9th.
I had 7. So the 3 of us were at the back end.
So we didn't do anything cool. It was fun watching so many trades pop off. It kind of made everybody we were no longer afraid to trade.
Yeah,
Have you explained that it's a dynasty draft?
Go ahead.
I think we have, but go ahead again.
Yeah, so it's a dynasty draft. So it's like keepers, but for your whole team. So you keep your whole team forever. So you have a new draft every year, but it's only 3 rounds and it's just rookies. So you can trade future picks and players. So it makes it a lot more realistic. So I was just going to see who I took with my 7th pick. I can't remember.
7. Oh, you're
My
7.
first, yeah. Oh, I got AJ Brown. I'm very happy with my team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a good team.
I decided to mortgage my future and become the owner of the 4th round. I ended up with 5 4th-round picks, which is the perfect spot because the 3rd round sounds too pricey. The 5th round sounds too cheap, but the 4th round is the sweet spot. There's a lot of good players there.
I'll give it to you. About that time, there was still a lot on it that it was like, man,
Yeah, like
those are like good picks.
Yes.
But everybody's trying to play that fine line of like, do I want youth or do I want like talent now? So to be honest, the other dynasty that we're all in, the guys who were good, who went to win now, are still good.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, you still need the foundation guys to make sure that you can be good while you have the rookies.
Yeah,
So-
I also feel like I would rather win now. That way, if I die or something happens,
This league doesn't last 5
Yeah,
years.
league dies.
I win before I die or the league dies.
That's important.
Mhm.
You plan on doing some dying?
Look at my body shape. Get on the camera. Open Spotify. I am the world's 2nd largest land mammal. I am humongous. Be dead soon.
there's a lot of stories I wish we could tell.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know how Charles Barkley's always talking about the big old women down in San Antonio?
Go ahead, Harley.
There are some big old women in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Big old women.
You had a funny
It
story
was-
about a friend of yours, right? That was down there.
Yes. A friend of mine. I don't remember it exactly, though. Completely. But you can tell the story about the friend of mine if you'd like.
Oh no, it's all right. I'll leave it.
Okay. Also morbidly obese.
Yeah, yeah.
Huge guy.
It was really hard for him just like seeing these other really large beasts in the room. He would
Yeah.
exclaim every time he
Yeah.
saw one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking that there are other people on Earth that eat as much as I do. I just assume I'm the only person that would eat this much. No. There's more.
There's more.
And I know what you got to do to be that big.
There's bigger whales in the sea.
Yeah, there's bigger whales in the sea. I know how big I am. It's a lot of eating to get that big. Anyways,
it's funny.
I love Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I do like Charlie Clark. He's funny.
He could be one of my heroes. He is one of my
What
heroes.
He's a good
Every
protagonist.
time he says something funny on Inside the NBA or whatever,
Shaq.
Shaq's reactions, man,
Jeez.
are so good. Man, Shaq would just be smiling over there. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is too funny.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite compilations to watch. This is him in the corner looking at the camera laughing.
Who is the? Oh, here's a great question. As an outsider,
Oh,
who is the Shaq, Chuck, Kenny, and Ernie of your podcast?
oh, that's a good way to. That's funny.
Nick is Ernie.
I have a great idea who Kenny would be.
Ooh.
The one who's not here, who the podcast is going along swimmingly without.
Wow.
So you think Zach-
No, I don't know.
No.
I don't know, actually, never mind.
Y'all think Kenny's the worst one?
That show
Yeah.
would be completely fine without Kenny.
Yeah.
Which one's
I've
Kenny?
never even thought about
The
it.
smaller black guy.
He's bald. He's not Shaq.
Not Shaq and not Charles Barkley.
I'm just ragging on
He's always
Zach.
dressed up like super. Like,
Jet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just ragging on Zach because he's not here. If he was here, I wouldn't be saying this stuff.
No, if he were here, Harley would pick on him worse.
Which is why-
it'd been great if he were here.
We really missed out
Yeah,
today.
but-
Everybody's missing out.
Zach deserves to be picked on for not being here.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have
feel
been
free.
as aggressive.
Feel free.
And
He
I mean,
abandoned us.
we're all
Yeah.
childhood friends. I mean, you've known Zach since you were a kid
Mhm.
at this point.
I went
so.
Oh, I have a great Zach story.
But yes, there we go.
So one time we went to Gatlinburg, and it was just going to be me and my parents, and we decided to invite Zach Itun. Or, whoa, do we need to put his last name out? I don't know why I
We
specified.
tag, we
all
tag
those-
ourselves
all
on
those
Instagram.
We're all
comments.
doxxed.
Close one. Zach Ari to Gatlinburg, and
Zachary.
he is so excited and talking about, and we're having a great time. We're riding up, so excited. And our favorite thing to do in Gatlinburg, me and my dad and my mom, is to go to Dollywood because Dollywood is awesome. So we're just having the best time going up there, talking about how exciting it's going to be to go to Dollywood. We get to Dollywood. We get in line for a roller coaster. We get to the top of the roller coaster. And me and my parents get in the roller coaster, and Zach skips over it and goes to the exit. And we're like, Zach, what are you doing? He's like, I don't like roller coasters. What are you talking about? I don't like roller coasters. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're in Dollywood. Why didn't you tell us? And he's like, oh, I don't like roller coasters. Just go on. So we did it, and then we're talking to him like afterwards, and he just said, oh yeah, I didn't think about saying anything earlier. Before we planned an entire trip to Dollywood. I don't like roller coasters that much. But to be fair, if you didn't like roller coasters, like if I didn't like roller coasters and went to Dollywood, I would not be having that much fun. But Zach still had a fun time, and we still had fun on that trip, and he was enjoying all the good food and everything.
Well, in his defense, I don't really like roller coasters either. I'll ride some of them, but I'm not like.
You'd probably tell us before we planned an entire trip.
Before you bought a ticket.
If it was just going to be me and you and your family, and you were like, "Hey, this is going to be great. We're going to ride every ride." I've been like, "Take my brother because I ain't trying to go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ride every ride with you."
I love that. Yeah, didn't say anything until you're about to step foot on the roller coaster itself.
Goes to the exit, and
I would love for him to be here so we could ask him what his thought process was.
He would have an
He
explanation.
would have an explanation.
I'm not saying it'd be good.
All right,
Yeah.
POV, you're Zach. What are you thinking in that moment?
Well, technically.
Ham.
How do I climb that wall?
He had some. They weren't like really long sideburns, but he had some sideburns going on that trip. And they had a fried chicken restaurant called Miss Lily's Chicken Shack or something. And there was this weird old lady with all kinds of chicken stuff on, and she would go around like saying, "I bless you with the chicken spirit." And she walked up to us, and she just kept calling Zach Elvis. She was just like ragging on him, calling him Elvis. And his sideburns weren't even that, like they weren't bad. They were just slightly longer than normal.
Like Caleb's or
No.
Less
Like,
than that?
not even like out, just a little long, but still uniform.
like to the bottom of the ear.
Yeah, maybe.
She's
And
saying
and
Elvis.
this old Miss Lily, the chicken spirit gal, is just going ham on Zach
Oh man.
and his sideburns.
Oh, that's a great one.
I love Zach though. I wish he was here. I really wish he was here.
Well, it's obviously like him, or I wouldn't have blown him up to get him here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we all called him a million times.
Yeah. No one
So
can
now
say
we don't
anything
like
bad.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty irritated.
If you wouldn't have come, I wouldn't have even said that. But the fact that you just stood us up.
Now, if only we had more Zach stories to tell.
Oh,
See,
we
Tone?
even got him.
Oh,
Can't thinking off the cuff, but yeah, I've got some. I know for sure.
Mm.
come on, Harley. What's a
I don't know.
good
That's the only Zach story I've really got. I don't
Ooh,
like most other times I've been around everybody.
one?
when we were at Cracker Barrel,
That's a good one.
well, I wasn't there, but this one came through Sterling. Sterling was the only one there.
Yeah, I wasn't there either.
But,
Alaska man.
Yeah, but ordered their food, and Zach says to the waitress, "Can I get an assortment of your various jams and jellies?" He was actually being for real.
Oh man, and this one time, like he got a table early, and so everyone else came later and sat at the table and was like kind of a bigger group. And he tells the waitress, "Sorry, everything blew up on you."
Oh, like today.
Oh yeah, oh those days.
Then tried to talk to the waitress.
Uh-oh. Was the waitress his girlfriend?
No,
No, it wasn't anything serious. He was just like trying to have a conversation.
wait, conversation with the woman? That's no.
Way too far, brother.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a
bit,
step too far.
I'm gonna have to reprimand you.
Yeah. that's a bit much there.
We've got to stay focused, my brothers.
Got to stay focused.
So, off the cuff, Caleb, you got any would you rather for us?
Mmm.
All right, would you rather?
Hold on. The way you're going about it, I could just tell. I don't know what's coming out of that mouth.
Would you rather gain 200 pounds
Done.
Or?
Already achieved, my brother.
or lose 12 inches in height?
Ooh.
200?
200, but here's the thing.
That's a
It's
life-altering.
permanent. It's permanent. You
So
can never
the-
lose the weight, and you can never get taller. I mean, it's
Or-
just done.
You're never gonna get tall.
Yeah, I mean,
Or 12 inches in height.
So what is that?
so pretty much
Yeah.
you are very. I mean, someone like me, I'd be extremely short.
If Zach was here, he'd say, "Oh, like Nick."
Yeah, he would.
Dang.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. And then if Nick was here, he'd say,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh man, they don't even need to be here.
I need to come back when the whole crew is here.
Oh, for
This
sure.
is so
You've
sad.
You've been slighted.
I have been
Yeah,
slighted.
this is
It is
unfair to
sad.
you.
And it's also really sad because like we prepared for this 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Mm.
this has
2
been
weeks
planned because we had a guest who lives an hour away. So it's like if he's coming, we're gonna plan when to do it.
Yeah.
In Nick's defense, he was spurting off everything that kind of told us he wasn't coming yesterday.
That's fine.
Yeah, he was. I think it was pretty apparent when he texted that today. I was like, yeah.
It's his anniversary month.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna hang out with you ever.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Are we not getting?
I just
He was
called
doing
back
this
again.
thing called being. What's wrong with him?
Wouldn't know.
That's a big thumbs down there.
Well,
don't do
No,
that
thank
here.
you.
well, I guess I would have to lose a foot.
Really?
I'm not gaining 200 pounds, bro.
If I gain another 200, I'm dead. So I'll take the 12 inches, brothers.
That
You're
would
like you can't do it.
No, I physically will die.
that would literally put me
Your heart
over
was-
400 pounds. Think
Oh,
about that.
man.
What if I'm already over 400 pounds?
Oh,
Imagine if there were random people listening,
You wouldn't
like
be.
they don't know me and they weren't watching. Imagine at this point, like how giant do they think I am?
Oh,
Between
dude.
what we've said,
you
this
said
way.
you were the second largest land mammal.
You could
So
have
you're
your own
somewhere.
show.
Yeah, you're somewhere
My
between a
600
rhino.
pound life.
yes,
You're somewhere between a rhinoceros and an elephant.
I wasn't eligible for that show because I was too heavy.
Well, I guess that is the question then. Like, is it worse to be short or fat?
Fat.
I mean, fat.
Personal experience.
Who's gonna say that?
At least fat is not gonna like hurt your health. I mean, sorry, short. That's completely fine. There's no issues
Tell me
there.
that, brother.
I'm totally fine. What are you talking about?
No.
Wow.
My cholesterol is perfect.
My BP is perfect right now. No, I think height at least wouldn't be a health risk, but
Don't.
goodness, you'd be very short.
Oh.
You wouldn't be as bad because you're 6 foot.
You would still be pretty dang
I'd
short.
still be $400. I mean, 400 pounds.
No, if you
No, I'd
lost,
say your height.
Oh, I'd be 5'1", 5'2".
That's
you'd be
short,
like
but
5'2".
I'd be like 4'10", 4'11".
Lily
That's-
Rose's
that's-
size. You'd be Rose's height.
Yeah.
Dang.
For a girl, I mean, if I was a girl, then yeah, that'd be fine.
That's fine. Yeah,
I'm not, obviously.
Like, our wives wouldn't have gotten with us probably if we were not
my
short.
wife could pick me up and carry me to bed if I was that short.
Here's a question. Same would you rather, but it has to happen to your wife.
I don't want to play this game.
You pick the height. We don't care how tall they are.
That's true. I'd pick the height easily.
Oh yeah, perfect.
It's easy.
Me too.
I just pick up my wife like this.
I have an extreme double standard when it comes to my body and my wife's body.
What's okay for me is not okay for you.
For everybody's way,
Yes.
except for yours.
Yes. Yes.
Well, if he didn't make fun of himself, then
That's
Yeah.
true, man.
No, I am a man. I am a spokesman for the obese,
Community.
anti-obese community. Someone needs to say the things that the skinny people are afraid to say.
Yeah.
Which is
Stop eating. Stop eating.
stop.
Take a walk.
Yes.
Eat a salad. I agree. No, I don't do those things, but
Yeah. I'm trying to help you.
yeah, you shouldn't though. It's
Mhm.
you're stupid. But
Yeah.
me, well,
speaking of health risks, my heart today.
Ethan having some palpitations, bro.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's all over.
So I was sitting, you know,
Oh, buddy.
oh yeah,
just
it's already
sitting.
good.
Next thing you know, you're getting up. Please don't tell me you stood
No, I
up.
was just sitting. And all of a sudden, I noticed my heart speeds up really fast for like 4 or 5 seconds, and I can like feel it. And I don't really catch on to it till it happens 2 or 3 times in like a couple minutes. And then I'm like, what in the world's going on? And I like got up, went to the bathroom, just checking myself out. Like I kind of flipped out. I was like checking my mouth. Am I having a stroke? I was like convincing myself that my arm was hurting, like all the heart attack signs. I was scared. I don't have a lot of health issues, so
It's an average Monday morning for me. Heart
Yeah.
palpitations, sweating to death.
And then you look it up, and it's like, oh, you're about to die, and you need to go to the ER immediately.
Don't look it up.
No, never look it up.
Yeah.
I have found when your chest hurts, just say it's angina, and it's
Wait.
just some kind of digestion issue.
What?
I texted about this day.
What is?
Text about angina.
Yeah, different context.
Angina is like it's just like chest pains, but it's nothing serious. It's just like chest pains. Just
For pain, for
your
for
chest
the heck
is
of
just
it.
having pain, and you're fine.
Oh, Zach hit us back up, by the way.
Oh,
Sleep.
That's what I said.
tell him to
It does
come.
He's
Hurry
got.
up.
Oh, he could actually be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could at least get here. Oh, and we can ask him what was going through his head.
Me and
in
Austin
Hollywood.
have like 20 minutes.
Oh, come on.
We gotta go hoop.
You can be 10 minutes late. Do 30. Zach will be here for the last 20.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, this part will get cut, but Blake is going to meet us there. There ain't no way he'll be right at 5.
He texted me that.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, tell him to come on and catch the last few minutes of the pod. He'll have to share a mic with somebody because I don't want to mess it up.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth that. It's just Zach.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, but yeah, my heart was flipping out today. What I did and what anyone should do if you know somebody who's a doctor, just text them because they're going to give you like the don't flip out diagnosis. Like it's probably just some little thing. If it keeps happening, worry about it. Take care of yourself. Be healthy.
That's what scares me about getting older in the least. Because if you're like 40, so like right now we have a little problem. You're like, I'm too young for me to freak out. But you're in your 40s and now you're like, all right, what's going on? I'm not going to like that.
No, I will die of stress.
My thoughts are I have 2 uncles. Well, never mind.
I know what you wanted to say.
I'll just say
One
there are much larger people than me out there who live to 60 and 65.
But what type of health problems have they had to this point?
Who cares? But I mean,
they're still alive.
they're still alive.
Yeah.
They're still alive.
I don't know if I want to survive a heart attack. It would hurt too bad, and there would be too many needles involved.
Think.
Oh, yeah, the needles.
My point is, if these people can be this giant and live to 65, I can maintain my weight and hopefully lose some weight and make it to like 80, 85.
I was thinking today, as I was thinking, like, what if I die right here? Just put me into cardiac arrest and let me go to sleep, Ronnie James style.
Mm.
I'm at peace with it.
I am too.
If it happens, it happens. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not depressed. Like, whoa, chill out.
group suicide after this. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm not depressed, but
Yeah, can't stop. Can't stop what's meant to be, bro.
yeah, I was wondering what's happening to you, Ethan, because you were breathing.
Yeah, you were sitting beside. No,
I was,
I was
right next
trying to
you.
calm myself down. I was like, buddy,
Yeah.
you just need to.
I was like, something's going on with it because he was going like,
Was it really that bad?
that's what it sounded like. Yeah, I was like, did you have like horrible heartburn or something like that, or I don't know what was going on. And then you were getting louder, and then you got up. So
Dang.
then you
I didn't think I was breathing loud until after I came back and sat down
Yeah.
because I was like, all right, I'm calm now. I'm just going to take deep breaths. I had no idea I was being loud
It was like-
before.
Okay,
Oh my
what
gosh.
did you drink? Were you drinking?
Last night I was.
But at lunch today,
No,
what were you eating?
this was before that.
Oh, this was before eating. Yeah, you're screwed. You're gonna die.
That's my fear.
It's probably heart because like I don't know. I've heartburn before, like literally in like it feels like it's actually in my heart, and I've also had back pain.
It wasn't pain.
What was it? Like a
Literally, it sped up so fast.
It's a palpitation. So your heart rate's
Oh.
irregular at that particular
Yeah.
point.
What's it called
Oh.
when you have a regular heart rate? What's that called?
I think you said it,
a
but
regular
palpitation.
heartbeat.
No, there's another word for it.
cardiovascular
IH.
mass and
IHR. Irregular.
Yeah, but wherever the A, there's an A in it. Anyway, that
Angina?
right there. Yeah, angina.
Angus.
Yeah,
Irregular angina.
Angus, baby. Yeah.
What time's Zach gonna? Or how far is Zach from here?
2 seconds.
He's got to get woke up.
You
Gotta
say
do
you will?
this.
I think he said he's coming.
I hope he looks
Oh,
good.
And then he
Really?
also will arrive in any time now.
That's
so.
awesome. You know, that's
That's good.
Good for him.
How are we gonna let him in?
Kayla's going to let him in.
I have a code for getting into that part of it, but we're already in
You
this.
should
room,
share
so
the code
it's
on the
fine.
podcast
Yeah.
and the address.
All right, let's dox myself.
So you said that you've dealt with weird heart pain, really?
Yeah, like like I had back pain that was like raiding around
Oh,
to
no.
my chest, and it literally, like it would literally, like I thought I was like I was working one day and I was actually thinking about going to the hospital because it was like actually hurting really bad.
Oh, that leads me to a question for you guys. Actually, speaking of that, have y'all ever had any like near death experience, near death feelings?
Near death feelings.
My heart's gonna explode.
Well,
every
like
day.
that's a feeling. That's not an experience. But like he had a moment where he felt like, man, this feels something wrong. I need to go to the hospital.
I came about this close to being mugged in Chicago once.
Wow,
Really?
what happened?
My friend lived up there, or him and his family moved up there for a couple of years, and so I
Sparky?
would,
Sparky?
and I would go visit, like in the summers. I'd go for like a week in the summer, and then I'd go for like President's Day weekend in the winter. It was the winter, and they'd been there for like a year, I guess. So they knew the city pretty good, but they didn't like know it really well. And so we were going to take the subway somewhere. They picked me up from the airport, and then we were going to take the subway. Oh no! It was my parents were staying downtown, so me and my friend stayed with my parents for a couple days, and then we were going to go back to his house. Well, I'm carrying my giant suitcase, and we're trying to get into their main subway station. There's only one side that has an open, unlocked entrance, and so we chose the one side that wasn't open, and then went around the wrong way. So we went to all three sides before we got to the side that was open. And I had my giant suitcase, and so I was going slower than the rest of them who didn't have suitcases. And there were three guys standing on the corner, like up against the wall. And as soon as I passed them, they all three immediately just started walking right behind me. And like I got a horrible, like I could tell I was about
didn't
to
feel
get
right.
yeah. So I immediately yelled to them, "Hey, wait! Wait up for me! Hold on!" And I started running full speed at them because I knew I was about to get mugged.
Oh man, that is the scary. When you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
weird feeling about things, you have to move on it. My story is more like I had to change a tire on my car, and one of the lug nuts broke.
Oh,
But it was only one, so I still had four. So I was like, oh, I'd be all right. So I'm driving to Knoxville, and dude, the tire comes off on the interstate while I'm doing like 80, and it passes me. So I like watched the tire shoot off.
That's awesome.
I'm like, oh. And then somehow I was able to get over, and I just like pulled off to the side. It was funny when I talked to my insurance, and like there was a cop who was helping me. He's like, you're a little fortunate because that's a little wild. He's like, this didn't have to go this smooth. And I was like, oh, whatever. It's also funny because some of Kylie's friends just happened to be, because I called Kylie just to tell her, and she's losing it, obviously. I'm telling her I'm fine, and she is at the same time still losing her mind. And I'm like, I'm fine. She's like, oh my God, oh my God. So she calls her friends while I'm already completely safe, and they stop like, on the side of the road. They're on their way to Knoxville too somehow. And they stop, and they're like, you need some help? And I'm like, y'all can take me to that McDonald's. So they take me to the McDonald's in Harriman. And I wait for my dad to pick me up. And we have to like go in the woods, find the
Crazy.
tire, and get it back.
Jeez, that's cool.
I know, it was kind of crazy.
I had the flu one time, and I went to the Minute Clinic that was inside of a Kroger. And while I was inside getting checked up, somebody came in with guns into the Kroger and started robbing the Kroger.
Nah, that's scary.
And I had to. Me and the nurse were just like, thankfully there was a lock on the door.
Yeah, she's like, we're staying in here.
Yeah, so we locked the door and just stayed. And this was before I had a license. So my mom is in the parking lot outside, and suddenly like 20 police cars pull up, and my mom was freaking out, had no idea what in the world was going on.
Dude, the scary thing about a shooter situation is that like you could just be a casualty of war at that point.
Mhm.
Like you got nothing to do with it, and you could just get caught up. At a
Especially
moment,
nowadays.
I was at the liquor store, and it was late. It was late at night. These people were acting funny. It just gave me a bad vibe. I just put it down and walked out. I was like, nah, I'm dealing with it today. I don't even care. Especially when we have a friend who had dealt with the situation with getting shot. After that, I'm super cautious about dealing with any weird scenarios of that. So
Yeah, we're all pretty heightened about that stuff.
yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you, whenever I tore my ACL, I was like, not dead. Obviously, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to die, but I was like, my life's over.
Yeah, that's injury sucks. Injury like mentally messes with you.
Yeah, like I was thinking my leg is going to be bum forever. Just completely.
I'm basically At my weight, every day is a near-death experience.
Good thing we don't have stairs in the house.
Thank God.
My
Man.
favorite part about when Zach gets in here, because just so the pod knows, Zach will be here. We can say everything we just said to you guys to his face.
Mhm.
But he doesn't know what we said to him. So I am very excited for this.
Yeah.
And Caleb, I don't know why, is on the phone with him behind me when he could just go outside the door.
He's explaining how to open a door to Zach because,
Caleb doesn't want to walk up and down those
Like
stairs
the
again.
climb things. He's not a big door opening type of guy.
all Caleb has to do is step outside of that door.
Oh, that's true.
And then we could continue.
Hello. Let's see, I'm trying to think of any other near-death or near, just terrifying experiences.
Oh, dang.
Oh, that was fast.
Let's
Zach.
go. Hey, should we just have him share with me real quick?
Or we
I'm
could
on
just
the corner.
do a
Little break.
a little ad break.
Nick
and
won't like
then-
that
Why?
because it's too late in the episode.
Oh,
We're not going to get 10,000 views on our...
That's what you get for not being here.
if only our
true,
host was
always.
here.
All right, yeah, ad break. We'll let Zach get hooked up. Be back in a second.
You, dear listeners, will never hear from Zach. Due to technical difficulties, the sound is lost for this part of the pod. We mourn the loss of such great content, Zach thoughts on his past, present and future. The gift of ham being presented, a sign of respect in the Mongolian communities, the naming of the cocktail, alien sweat. The boys discussed UFOs, dangerous encounters, and the boys said some of the funniest jokes ever uttered by mankind. They laughed with the unbridled enthusiasm of a leopard in a meat fridge. So many discussions lost to the oceans of time. Oh, how it ravages through us without remorse. We apologize for your pain, as we feel it too. Our next episode will hopefully quench those dark feelings and replace them with a tranquil lake of bliss. The boys are eager to see you next time. As we know, you're no doubt quivering at the idea of the next episode drop. Remember, message our socials, buy our merch, and please have a good day. Papa's Playhouse podcast is out.